பண்றத நமக்கு என்ன வச்சிருக்குன்னு. Then
less and less
no, it is
predominant.
only when I keep on hammering the truth to myself that including my birth, including my body, including everything that is needed for the existence, including all the creature comforts, everything is a gift of him through his creation. And he is prompting us to do a particular thing, we are doing it. That's why he said Guru, Guru, Guru. No? By the word Guru, she said Guru and God are one. So he has given us everything, then what is there to take credit of? If that becomes predominant in us, we are on the track. But again, because we are in the midst of so many activities, the tests, challenges will come very often. So we try to get ourselves stabilized in it. And that will make us to move, to see him in everything, perhaps. And then she says, it will take you to the final stage, Purushottam Papa. As you go from one stage to the next, the body consciousness gets less and less. Body means sense of individuality. Body consciousness here, what is she meant only Deha Buddhi, the sense of individuality. The body consciousness gets less and less until it altogether disappears in the great void. That is Papa. Have you understood what I have said? Somebody said it was there in the Divine Life. Mataji again. I was drowsy when the reading was going on. Yet Papa made me say all this as if I was listening all the time. Like a child, you know. Dadaji used to speak of his Guru. Once when the reading of some scripture was going on, the Guru fell asleep. Later when the reading ended, the Guru woke up and the disciple asked him, Baba, did you hear what we were reading? The Guru replied, how do you expect me to keep myself awake when I have to get up at 3 a.m. daily in order to wake you all up? Nevertheless, he repeated word for word all that was read when he was apparently asleep. What does it mean? Nevertheless, he repeated word for word all that was read when he was apparently asleep.
He was listening through other forms.
He was listening to?
Through other forms. Just like you said, I will read through other forms.
Which cannot be understood by everybody, no? Either everything, whenever he reads anything, everything gets imprinted in his heart.
Oh.
When attentively reading, we, especially the thing to which we are, God gives us the, God makes us to attentively hear. Even now we hear many, we remember many writings, you know, many poems, many writings. What does it mean? Attentively when we hear, it's there, number one. Number two, though he may be sleeping, he may be dozing, that's all. We have seen Shuddhananda Swamiji typing here. The first room he used to tap. And as when typing, you know, suddenly it will stop. So we may be passing through them. Swamiji, or I will say, Sri Ramaswamy, immediately, then continue the same typing. He doesn't have to read. He doesn't have to read. That means he knew where he left. That consciously doing. So suppose I go there. So then, Shyam, I want this to be typed out. After this, you can. No, you take it now. No, you don't have to remove. With carbon paper, he has to remove. Put a clip. He will type it out and give. And the same thing he will take and give. And there won't be any missing line there. Perfect. attentive, and at the same time, egoless. Not a word will come. Neither we say thanks, nor we also don't stand on any formalities with him. But we have used to observe that. Expect something, which we can never imagine. Where he stopped, he will start typing. Anything ready to serve attitude. Immediately he will remove whatever we want, that will do, because there is no computer at that time. Anyway, so these are all the tangible gains of reading this. So that this idea gets again rooted in us, So Mataji says, I was drowsy when the reading was going on. Sorry, how do you expect me? So also I was sleeping when Sriram did the reading, and I woke up when he asked if he should do more reading. Yet Papa saw to it that I did not miss anything, and brought forth from my lips all that was read in the morning. Thirteenth. This we have read, but again we will read. In the beginning, there was only the Nirguna Nirvikar form of my beloved Papa. When we say the Papa, let us not confuse, she means only the Nirguna Nirakar, Ram of Ram, Papas, that's all. In the beginning, there was only the Nirguna Nirvikar form of my beloved Papa as the one great void, without beginning or end, limitless. Adi Antarehida. The whiteness. In the beginning, there was only the Nirguna Nirvikar form of my beloved Papa as the one great void, without beginning or end, limitless. That Supreme Being wanted to enjoy his own being, and so he assumed name and form and brought forth this whole creation. Mataji puts it in an understandable way to all of us. Upanishads talks about it, What does it say? You have got the one copy of...
How to become one with him?
One with him?
Yes, Swamiji. I'll bring it from the cupboard in the cupboard.
No, it must be here only. One we have kept there.
Oh, yes, that's right there.
So Upanishad says, Taittiriya Upanishad says, from the self, the Atman, Nirguna Nirvikar, space arose, great void. From space, wind, air. From wind, fire. From fire, water. From water, the earth. From the earth, plants and trees. From plants and trees came food. From food, the person. Akasha Sampudha, Akashat Vayuhu, Vayur Agnihi, Agniyor Apaha, then Prithvi, Prithivya Aushadayaha, Aushadibhyo Anna, Annat Purusha. That is how the human creation came. This is the Upanishad says. Big word. So, in order that we, in an understandable way, okay, she says, The Supreme Being wanted to enjoy his own being, so he assumed name and form and brought forth this entire whole creation. And the same Nirguna Nirvigar Papa, whom she said she called as my Papa, though he was everybody's Papa, took the form of Ramdas to teach and guide them on earth how to attain him. As Ramdas, Papa had undergone great austerities to clear the path for us to attain him. My Papa has manifested as all the Gurus. He represents the eternal Swarup, and to attain him means to achieve eternal happiness itself. That eternal happiness cannot be described, it can only be experienced. All I can say before is that bliss is ineffable, unfathomable, boundless. Okay, next one also, I think. After telling them what her eternal Papa was like, Mataji said she would describe her own experiences. Though I started coming to the Kasargod ashram and was drawn to Papa, it was some time before I could muster courage to ask Papa to give me Rama Mantra initiation. And when Papa finally gave me the Rama Mantra, oh, that aspect. He told me to repeat it day and night and to concentrate on Ram as the eternal being. At first, I found my mind wandering in all possible directions, and though I tried my hardest to concentrate on Ram's Nirguna Nirvigara Swarup, I could not do so. Whenever I thought of God as Ram, I felt God was away from me. But when I thought of God as Papa, I felt his nearness. So I went and told Papa accordingly. Then Papa said to me, if you can't think of him as Ram, dwell on him as Papa. Ramdas and Ram are not different from each other. Papa told me to let my mind wander wherever it wanted to, but to associate every object it went to with Papa, telling myself, this is Papa, that is Papa, this is Papa, that is Papa. I began tutoring my mind in this fashion, and gradually my mind became still. Mind became still. That aspect is very important. We also use the word Papa many times, hearing Mataji's words. But unfortunately, unknowingly, we have not understood the Nirguna Nirakara aspect. And then how Mataji reached that stage by stilling the mind. So whenever we utter the word Papa, we should also know that it is stillness, great word. So many things are to be learned. I began tutoring my mind in this fashion, and gradually my mind became still. That was dhyana. Likewise, Papa told me to regard all work done by me as his service. And I realized that when I began to look on one and all as his forms, there was in fact no limit to the service I wanted to render. In my enthusiasm to serve, I started serving people whether they wanted such service or not. Then they themselves felt bad about it and came and told Papa that they did not want Krishna Bhai to serve them so much. Papa then told me to serve each one according to his or her needs. Papa told me that my real goal was to delve deep within to attain his eternal being, and that if I were to hurt anybody's feelings, such hurt would only boomerang on me and retard my spiritual progress. Papa. Even under the banner of Seva, suppose if you do overdo, and if the other party gets hurt, according to Mataji, it will halt our spiritual journey. Papa then told me to serve each one according to his or her needs. Papa told me that my real goal was to delve deep within. This is very important, no? Very important. All my thought, all my word, all my deed, whatever I do, wherever I do, it should be for him only, eternal being. He told me that my real goal was to delve deep within to attain his eternal being. Papa taught me to concentrate on him while serving all forms as his. H capital, no? Mataji then described how the Kundalini rose from center to center. And the third. Birad Papa's teaching that we should always tell the truth and only the whole truth is intended mainly for sadhakas. For sadhakas, as taught by Birad Papa, it is absolutely essential that they remain truthful. When a sadhaka surrenders himself, heart, body, and soul to the Guru, he becomes like a baby in the arms of the mother, and the Guru, who is the mother who looks after the devotee and saves him from any such embarrassing situations. How does this happen? Now, while surrendering himself completely to the Guru, the disciple does so looking upon the Guru as the all-pervading, nameless, formless reality who is the great void existing all around. Impersonal, no? Though she uses the word Papa, she was very clear. We are not clear, that's all. While surrendering himself completely to the Guru, the disciple does so looking upon the Guru as not as a person, the all-pervading, nameless, formless reality who is the great void existing all around. By so doing, the devotee reduces himself to nothingness as well as gives himself up to his master, who is already the all-pervading void. Lot of manana is necessary. The word void and the sense of individuality, you know. She also now correctly portrays what is surrender. So one thing we can definitely say that surrender becomes complete only when the sense of individuality is extinct. Retaining the sense of individuality, if we say surrender, it is not surrender. So all of us are unknowingly doing this only. In times of crisis, we say, I have left it to Papa. I have not left it to Papa. The truth is, I have not left it to Papa. Because the sense of individuality is still there, you know. So all these readings, Mataji wanted us to go deep within ourselves, to become more and more aware of the all-pervading reality. And the more we come to become aware, not knowledge, nor the more we become aware of the all-pervading reality, void. To that extent, the hold of the me and mine gets reduced. That is the meaning of becoming closer to the void. Let us not mentally visualize a thing where there are no creations, you know. Emptiness. Now she clarifies it. By surrendering himself completely to the Guru, the disciple does so looking upon the Guru as the all-pervading, nameless, formless reality who is the great void existing all around. By so doing, the devotee reduces himself to nothingness as well as gives himself up to his master, who is already the all pervading void. So, Guru is this all pervading void. Then here Mataji speaks from her own experience. The Guru carries the sadhaka like a baby in the arms, protecting him always. If any untoward experiences loom ahead, the Guru, who is the mother, wards them off, keep the sadhaka protected from them. Papa wanted me to look upon the Guru as very important, no? Pa. This cannot be done for a casual reading. Papa wanted me to look upon the Guru as the omnipresent, omniscient, nirguna, nirvikara being. Papa taught me that Guru was as vast, limitless, formless as the emptiness all around me. That is Guru. You pour water into the emptiness, it will not get wet. You set fire to it, it will not burn. Such a universal one is the Guru. As I went on doing what Papa had asked me to, I began to identify every article I saw, be it a flower, a piece of cloth, or any other article, with its source, namely Papa. Here, she has explained what is Papa, you know. Nirguna, nirvikar. Vast, limitless, formless as the emptiness all around. So when I see the mouse, when I see the pad, when I see the book, when I see this one, when I see the chair, immediately I must devise a method to connect it from the source. Source is that intelligence. In an individual, he is there in the form of an intelligence. And that intelligence brought about all these creatures and beings. That is why in Bhagavad Gita he says, what did he say? Everybody has forgotten. எல்லாம் சாப்பிட்டு எல்லாம் போயாச்சு. யச்சாபி சர்வபூதானாம் பீஜம் ததகம் அர்ஜுனா ந ததஸ்தி வினா யஸ்யாது மயாபூதம் சராச்சரம். No creature moving or non-moving can exist without me. The rudimentary shoot and root are packed up in any tiny seed. Under favorable conditions, the dormant life content in the seed can manifest itself, and before long, the germinated seed can grow out into inconceivable heights, which may thereafter look as though they have no relation with the very seed from which it arose. The seed and a tree, apparently there is no connection. Viewing only the finite world of plurality, to one who is mourning under this sledgehammer of change and constant death, the samsara may not show as having anything divine, infinite, or blissful as the source from which it had come. Chinmayanandaji's comment. Meaning is, I am the generating seed of all living beings, O Arjuna. No creature, moving or non-moving, can exist without me. So Mataji says, as I went on doing what Papa had asked me to, I began to identify every article I saw, be it a flower, a piece of cloth, or any other article, with its source, namely Papa, who is Nirguna Nirvikar, who is the vast, limitless, formless, as the emptiness all around me. What a beautiful thing Papa has wrought. Gradually, as Papa's thought filled me through and through, the void that pervaded all around me permeated my mind also. Something on which we have to, all of us have to do the manana. Then only we are moving nearer to it. As Papa's thought filled me through and through, that he is Nirguna Nirvikar, he is there as the void, he has brought out all these things. So like that, when I keep on reminding myself, that everything has come from him, exists in him, goes back in him. That is how my Papa's thought filled me through and through. And what is the result? The void that pervaded all around me permeated my mind also. That the sense of individuality slowly fading away. There would then ensue long spells of void or utter blankness of mind between two thoughts. Is void, So now what can we do with all the limitations we have? It is not that we cannot do anything. We can do something. That is why he said the gap between the two mantras, the void is there. The letters and the whiteness is the great void. So we are now trying, whether we are chanting Ramnam or not, whenever any sound comes, there is a gap between that sound and the other sound, To train that mind, I first try to see the gap between Om and Shri and Ram and like that, Then Om Shri Ram Jai Jai Ram. Stop. Om Shri Ram Jai Jai Ram. Later on, we are not limiting only to Ram Nam. Because whether I chant Ram Nam or not, he is with me, He has been with me. The great void is with me with him. So Ram Nam that is why in one of his quotations he used to say, what he used to say?
You have to go beyond whether chanting or non-chanting with the same to you.
You have to repeat, chant or sing the name, no doubt, for a certain period. After that, repetition must cease. Mind must become perfectly still. In the stillness, duality is transcended. And then what happens? The repeated and the repeated. Devotee and God become one. So in her case, she was blessed with long hours. In one of his writings, Papa has said it used to stretch for 3 hours, 4 hours. And Papa had to bring her back. There would then ensue long spells of void. So what did he do? First, she started identity. She was absorbing all this, assimilating everything. Clarity about great void. And then from there, everything has come. So when I deal with anything that I deal with, internally I must be always connecting it to the source. So when that samskara becomes dominant in me, then, oh, what a beautiful thing you have brought. What a thing about this one, you have brought, this one, like that, slowly. And then gradually when it gets stabilized in me, through and through, the void that pervaded all around permeated my mind also, that means thought also. So early in the morning, we can all try for 5 to 10 minutes, at least this. Two things, the great void. We pester him to make us know the real. Then the reply he will give. Retaining your sense of individuality, how can you know about that stage? So what should I do now? You bring me into the picture. So long as you are there, I cannot enter. When you bring me into the picture, then you slowly give way. And when I become full, everything is happening only by His will. Everything, there is no individual will is there, then I become conspicuous. Though I am now there, I am not conspicuous. I become conspicuous. And when you come back to the individual level, you become aware of this experience. There would then ensue long spells of void and utter blankness of mind between two thoughts. At that stage of my sadhana, as part of my sadhana itself, Papa asked me to tell him of whatever thoughts sprang into my mind, whatever I spoke to the people around me, and so on. But as my thoughts at that time were becoming more and more sparse and far in between, in terms of Kundalini, there was then between the fifth and sixth chakra, Papa had forewarned me that as the Kundalini reached this stage, I would begin to acquire Ashtamaha Siddhis or supernatural powers, such as materializing things, finding my slightest wishes come true in a trice, acquiring ability to transmigrate, etc. Papa had also warned me that if I got myself caught in it, I would never attain sakshatkar or realization of Papa in his universal, nameless, formless aspect. This was indeed what I was aiming at, and I cried to Papa that I did not want any of the Ashtamahasiddhis. Papa had also told me Kundalini would cross the final stage to reach the Sahasrara in a flash of light. Finally, one day, Papa from within gave me that climactic experience in which I saw a flash of light and was lost in samadhi. As he shot past the point between the eyebrows to reach the summit of Sahasrara, there was the end of the sadhana. Paul, who was listening with rapt attention, said, Mummy, unfortunately, I have got myself entangled in the work of distribution of pamphlets, etc., which I had shown you yesterday. I started doing it as a social service. Now it has become a tangled net from which I cannot get out, even if I want to. Five more minutes. 12th February. When her realization reached the second stage at the throat center, her condition was like that of a grown-up child who was no longer dependent entirely on its parents and whose circle of friends and relations had widened and that was trying to stand on its own legs. At this stage, she was gradually experiencing brief spells of void in her thought processes. Some clue for all of us. It is not for hours together. Brief spells of void in her thought process. It was 10 minutes to 2 o'clock when the post-lunch session began. Mataji wanted to narrate the story of a saint to the European devotees present, but she forgot the story just as she was on the point of narrating. She then asked the assembled devotees if they would like to hear about Papa. In one voice, they replied that they would. Mataji then started saying that Papa, the infinite universal being, had taken a human form and was born as Ramdas in their midst to teach them to realize him within them. How did he want us to acquire this knowledge? He first gave this void a name, namely Nirguna Nirvigara Swarup. He taught us, Mataji said, she was citing her own experience, that we could realize his Nirguna Nirvigara Swarup by following a threefold path, namely contemplating on his Nirguna aspect all the time, worshipping the same universal being as manifested in the form of the people around us, serving our Guru by serving them, and thirdly, by constantly chanting the mantra given to us by the Guru. If we did all these three, Mataji said, he would take no time whatsoever to reveal himself to us in his universal form. Mataji said that to make it easy for them to understand, she had prescribed Papa's Nirguna Nirvigar aspect as void or emptiness all around them with a motion of her hands. Mataji indicated the space between her and the listeners. It was the same emptiness that existed between earth and the skies, which fact could be realized if one went out into the open, say the Maidan, and looked up at the skies overhead. With these words, Mataji concluded with a namaste and smiled. Bah. Without making us to feel dry, She is talking at very dry subject. Nirguna Nirvigar means but the childlike expression, from the level of her experience. He first gave this void a name, namely Nirguna Nirvikara Swarup. Nameless, formless. Then he taught us, Mataji said, she was citing, that we could realize his Nirguna Nirvikara Swarup by following a threefold path. Namely Dhyan, first, contemplating on his Nirguna aspect all the time. Then Seva, worshipping the same universal being as manifested in the form of the people around us, and serving our Guru by serving them. And thirdly, by constantly chanting the mantra given to us by the Guru. If we did all these three, Nam Seva Dhyan, Mataji said, she would take no time whatsoever. Now we have to check up ourselves. What are we doing? What have we done? Nam Seva Dhyan. Unfortunately, for reasons known to them, not known to us, the dhyana aspect, contemplating on the Nirguna Nirvigar, has not been there in the ashram for so many decades now, especially after 88. That is why all of us are struggling. Because in this, Mataji first brings the dhyana aspect. That means while chanting, if it should not slip into lip level, we should know whose name we are chanting. That is called contemplation. Unfortunately, it is not there. Till 88 at least, Papa Samadhi room was there, where we could do this contemplation. Afterwards, attention was not at all given, unknowingly. Though we conduct a lot of programs like day and night Ramnam for 7 days, this, that, that. This vital aspect has been unknowingly relegated. So now today she is reminding us, if we did all these three, Mataji said, she would take no time whatsoever to reveal himself to us in his universal form. Mataji said that to make it easy for them to understand, she had described Papa's Nirguna Nirvigar aspect as void or emptiness all around them. With a motion of her hands, Mataji indicated the space between her and the listeners. It was the same emptiness that existed between earth and the skies, which fact could be realized if one went out into the open, say the Maidan, and looked up at the skies overhead. With these words, she concluded. At least we will go through that. Probably 3-4 times when we go through this, directly related to our sadhana, Great void. Oh, very, very dry, but she is ensured not to make it dry. Oh, let us try now. A glimpse of that void. Oh, Shri Ram. Jai Ram. Jai Ram. Shri Ram. Jai Ram. Jai Ram. Shri Ram. Jai Ram. Jai Ram. Hari Om. Om Shri Ram. Jai Ram. Jai Jai Ram.